We are live, Bilal. So,
Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. As you know that I am Sir Bilal and I am interacting with you from Expressive English Language Center. Today I have with me Sir Khalik, and today we are going to talk about the services we are providing over here and the overall journey and our experience of teaching English and all the other domains and the importance of English for the most part. Personally, I'm a teacher and I teach English at Theracam Girls College. On top of that, I have been in touch with Expressive English Language Center, and I also take grammar classes and practice classes, and I've been in touch. On top of that, as we know that in today's era, learning English has become fundamentally important for everyone. In terms of test, in terms of going abroad, higher education, because nowadays we know that most fresh graduates prefer competitive tests or going abroad. So in order to fulfill their dreams, they need English to bring their dreams into fruition. So first I would like to have Sir Khalik, sir, please introduce yourself.
Assalamu alaikum to viewers, and a very good evening to all of you. Over here it is evening, so I assume that it will be evening over there as well on the other side of camera. So I'm really excited to be with all of you. Learning English is always exciting, and to be at Expressive is a real fun. It's a complete package of learning, different things in a very diverse manner. You might already know me. My name is Nur Khalik. I run Expressive English Language Center. I'm the owner of Expressive English Language Center. I have done my master's in English Literature and Linguistics from National University of Modern Languages. And it's been more than 1 decade since I embarked on the journey of teaching English, anyone learning English, because I firmly believe to teach is to learn twice.
Yes.
Teaching itself is learning, and to be a teacher is a great privilege because it affords you a wonderful opportunity of learning. So that is a brief introduction of who I am or what I am. Now I would like to, give mic to Bilal to, proceed this session further.
Yes. Sir, first I would like to talk about today's presentation day and the students' performance. What do you say about that?
Well, it's such a wonderful question. Dear viewers, we execute different activities here at Expressive English Language Center. Like from Monday to Saturday, we have 6 days classes and 2 hours daily. It is such an exhausting job, to be honest. But I would say that it gives us pleasure and it gives us satisfaction to serve our students in the best possible manner. So as my respected colleague and my very proud student come colleague and student come brother, Sir Bilal has asked me a question about our today's presentation. On Saturday we conduct grand presentation workshop. In that grand presentation workshop we give opportunity to every student to come forward, face camera, face audience, so as not only to overcome their camera shyness, but also public speaking fear. So that's what we do on Saturdays. And today's a few students presented their presentations on different topics. And the way they presented, that was truly remarkable because they maintained, confident, poise, and great aplomb, great confidence, and they all were fearless. They all were remarkable while they were giving the presentations. There are many language centers in Pakistan at large, and in DI Khan, in particular. But what makes us unique, or what sets us, apart? I agree that Sir Bilal would agree with me, is that we are, truly dedicated when it comes to, making our students learn. We give our students an enabling experience while learning English. We enable them to speak English in a confident and flawless manner. We, inculcate them with, a comprehensive understanding of the English language from scratch to, a high proficient level. We, we impart them with the understanding of how to make sentences, how to, work on their sentence improvement, and how to, vary the sentence structure so as to make their, syntax quite attractive and quite, enthralling. And not only that, we also provide them with, a sufficient amount of vocabulary, which, gives them the essential impetus to use English like that, their first language, So it's truly, amazing and truly phenomenal. There are some students or perhaps some viewers who are asking questions that your fluency is impressive. If you want to make your fluency impressive, consider becoming the part of expressive. So this is what we did today, Sir Bilal. Any other question that you would like to ask?
Yes, sir. As we know that, if we talk about speaking fluency, then there are it is all about practice, because we have writing fluency, reading fluency, and all depend on practice. Because if there is a rigorous practice, if we do things again and again, so then it comes naturally. Other than that, otherwise it would be really difficult. So, yes, as you mentioned that the way we teach grammar and vocabulary, to be very honest, personally, I have felt a huge improvement in myself. As I started teaching, that was also a learning experience. As you said, that to teach is to learn twice, so I totally agree with you. And it was an enriching experience for me as well. And I'll also make sure that I also bring more productivity and creativity to the lecture, to the teaching of English. It should not be very much traditional as it was taught, or it is still taught at school and colleges level. So to be very honest, it's really up to the mark, and it makes our students capable of attempting any competitive tests.
All right, yes. Absolutely phenomenal. Dear viewers, if you have any question, in your mind, you can just mention it in the comment section. Sir Bilal has touched upon very important aspects of, learning English. To learn English, or to learn any other language, which is essentially not your first language, like a second language. I think for us, English is our third language,
yes,
or perhaps our fourth language, because we have our first language, our native language, then we have, Urdu as our national language, and then, yes, and then we have the global language, which is English. So for us, the job is quite tough, maintaining the same kind of fluency in all these three different languages is always a challenging task. Rather, I would say it's a Herculean task.
It's very difficult. Teaching is really difficult.
Yes.
Teach at a level that is, up to the student level. We need to take a look at the level of student, and because to teach at their level, that's really difficult. And I also find that really challenging to meet the requirement as per the student's level. But slowly and gradually, I also feel that now I am able to gauge, measure their ability, whether they understand this or that. And in this way, and teaching also helps us groom and grow ourselves as an individual. And it particularly, when we put our skills into practice, challenges, then our skills also sharpen, they grow, and they even become more like flamboyant, like more polished.
Indeed, very true.
So for me, as I mentioned, that was a rewarding experience for me, and slowly, like, lesson planning was something new for me, that I have never heard that before you said. So nowadays when I do this, and I also take a look at the performance and progress of the students, whether they like pick up this pace or not, like there should be some flexibility, and to bring that flexibility to go down at that level and to uplift the student like from the root, from the scratch, and then that is a really difficult job.
Indeed,
And
absolutely, I agree with you.
and it also depends on experience. Like if a person is experienced enough, he knows how, like what mistakes, what problems, what confusion could like surround the students with. I mean, they could get confused with, and how to overcome them. So it all depends on the experience, and we also focus on that as we like largely focus on not only just making sentences, speaking, but also their grammatical errors and other like areas that can be like a challenging task for them.
All right, very true. Dear audience, I would like to add a few points over here. Bilal said that teaching is a difficult job, that there is no gainsaying that. Absolutely true. When you teach, you impact the lives of people. And if you truly want to impact the lives of people, you have to go out of the way. You have to make unprecedented efforts. There is absolutely no doubt about it. You have to become, immensely proactive, and you need to have an energy of Promex level. That Promex level energy, that Promex level, ingenuity, and that Promex level activeness is required when it comes to teaching. Because I was teaching yesterday to one of my students IELTS reading, and I read over there that there are different professions which are highly paid. For instance, celebrities, like we have different celebrities, actors, actresses, athletes, sportsmen, they all are highly paid. But teachers are underpaid, I believe, in our country. They're not only underpaid, they're also underestimated, undervalued, and which is a sad state of affair in our beloved country. Now, so it is a difficult job, but we give 100%. We try to make, all-out efforts in making sure that every student of Expressive English Language Center gets, some benefits from the courses that we offer, over here. And we want to make them the optimum beneficiaries of our platform. Dear students, Pakistan is a country that is grappling with unprecedented challenges. You see our economy is dwindling. It's rather sinking down in the deeper ocean, in the deep ocean. And I don't think we would have any Messiah or any Savior who would retrieve us from that bottomless abyss or that bottomless depth. So when you are living in this 21st century, the 21st century, there was a survey, by the way, a few days back. I think the survey was conducted by, by any organization in the UK. They said that Pakistani youngsters, how should I translate it into English? They say that Pakistani youngsters are leading useless lives, or they're not making the most of their lives. We are living in an age or in an era that is very much challenging, because this era has presented us with unprecedented challenges. You see our economy is, in shambles. I mean, it's in poor state. The currency has devalued to a level that was once unthinkable for us. And against dollar, it stands nowhere, competitive. So, when you are living in such trying circumstances or in such trying times, you've got to give, the best in order to excel in your life, in order to pursue prosperity, in order to pursue progress, and in order to move ahead in your life, or else you stand great chances, of losing the battle of life. English primarily plays a very important role in enabling you to make the most of the opportunities that are right now, at your doorsteps. We are living in a global village. The world has become a global village. So if you want to, seek or seize the opportunities that are available to you, you've got to be good at English. You've got to be good at communication skills. I think there are many skills, but this is one of the skills that plays a very crucial role in molding us, or in preparing us, for the worst circumstances. And if you are well versed in communication, if you are well grounded in communication, if you're proficient in communication, I believe that you can be highly, desired, or you can be a highly desirable candidate. It will increase your employability. So you need to work on it, on your communication skill. Would you like to say something?
Communication plays a pivotal role in securing their future. For example, there are lots of incidents, there are lots of examples when students come up here and they say that they clear the descriptive test, but when they appear on the test and especially interview, then they fail, and they fail disastrously because of poor linguistic skills. So language is always there, and in order to make a good impression on others, be it in written or in verbal verbal language, we have to be very much proficient, especially in English. And on top of that, because communication is all about communication, and I've heard many interviews of CSS qualifiers, and they also say that Pakistanis lack this very crucial skill, that is communication. So because they cannot communicate their ideas effectively, they cannot present themselves in an effective manner, and it leads them to failure. So, and on top of that, when they go to a foreign country, when they go abroad, they go overseas, even if they plan to do that, so without language, survival is really challenging.
Absolutely.
And nowadays, the condition of Pakistan, or depending on or considering the condition of Pakistan nowadays,
we are in dire economic straits.
Yes, sir. So most Pakistanis prefer leaving the country. So they go to Dubai, they go to other countries. So over there they cannot survive, because language is a survival tool for them. Without this, and even not if they want to seek the opportunities to earn, so they can even have lots of opportunities for earning online. Becoming a freelancer, or by showcasing their talent, because nowadays online, because it depends on that. In order to stay connected with the world, with others, we need a language that is commonly spoken. So as we know that it is an international language, so English helps a great deal to bring stability in our lives.
That's very true, Bilal. You have shed light on a very good, I must say, a very good point, which was which concerns immigration, or which concerns moving abroad or moving overseas. As we see that Pakistan is now also faced with brand drain.
Yes, sir.
It's a phenomenon, when the highly talented people decide to leave their countries, their own countries, like they move to some other countries with an aim of finding some better opportunities, because we all are in search of better opportunities. So for instance, someone from Pakistan goes to Dubai with the view of finding a job, and you know that Dubai is a very competitive market, because if you go there and if you want to compete in that highly competitive environment, you've got to be the best.
Yes.
You've got to be unparalleled, and you've got to be unrivaled, or you've got to have a skill that nobody can claim to have. And obviously in many other hard skills, there are soft skills that make your CV stand out among the magnitude, that make your cover letter stand out among the magnitude, and that make you stand out among the magnitude. The very moment you enter the office, at the time of the interview, the interviewer will figure out that who this person is, or what this person has in terms of skills, or how beneficial this person could be for us. So communication will always make you stand out. Communication will always make you conspicuous among the crowd. So if you have to, if you want to have that conspicuous presence among the magnitude, you need to work on your communication skills. In competitive exams such as CSS, PMS, and other job-oriented exams, English is the deciding factor.
Yes.
English, is the paper, or English is the skill that ultimately makes you. You people have, the desire or the ambition or the craze to work on your English language proficiency, or to work on your English language skills. Expressive English Language Center is an institute that you all can trust, that you all can refer to anytime, and that you all can, reckon with, because Expressive English Language Center leaves no stone unturned in making our students, equipped with the best gadgetry of communications, or with the best tools of communication. Sir Bilal termed communication as a survival tool. It reminds me of the phrase, survival of the fittest. So we all are living in an era that truly demands us to be the fittest, or else we won't even be able to survive. We will be on the verge of, depression, anxiety, and many other disastrous phenomena that one can think of. So in order to ward off the disaster, in order to ward off the calamity, or in order to ward off that, apocalypse, you people need to have these language skills, because this language skill will catapult you from, the scratch, from rags to riches. It plays that, transforming role. And would you like to have some concluding remarks?
Yes.
Then we would like to sign off.
First of all, I say that there are a few times when I share the screen with you, so it is always a pleasure talking to you and being a part. To be very honest, as I often say, when I am with you, then I really enjoy English, and it also motivates me to go beyond the level at which I am. So first of all, I really thank you for joining me in this very transmission. It was really a wonderful discussion, by the way. It was a detailed discussion on the importance of English and the importance of communication skills in today's era.
Well, Bilal, it was a real honor for me to have shared the screen with you, and it has always been a pleasure working with you, sharing the screen with you, or even sharing the platform with you. It has always been of great, honor and prestige. And I would also like to thank our cameraman, who is always there pushing us to do great things, Mr. Suhaib. So with that, dear viewers, we would like to sign off. It was lovely catching up with all of you. We'll catch you back very soon next time. Thank you very much.